Hello and welcome, Araedon Knights, to another episode of Warcraft with Araedon, Episode 6, Missing Quests. So, if you like what you see, please subscribe, and if you don't want to miss a video, make sure to click that notification icon. So, as I mentioned before, it's not always correct all the quest lists for WoW Pro, so just kind of bear with me here. I'm going to turn off the Jossy's text-to-speech and turn back on all the WoW Pro leveling add-ons real quick, and then we will get started. Have to apologize, a little bit under the weather again. This season has been really harsh on the whole flu and cough and all that stuff, and I am attempting to do my best to make sure that the narration doesn't suffer. I don't want to just put out a video with no narration and just call it good. So I'm going to try to keep the throat clearing and all that stuff to a minimum. I may end up turning off the microphone here and there, so you might experience a quick pop. Just kind of bear with me. So we're going to go down here to the Witch Doctor, and we're going to try to see if we can't get the quest he's supposed to have for us. Well, we can't do that. Well, again, that's because we're missing a couple of quests from Cromgar Mine. So let's go and head back to Cromgar Mine. We'll pick those quests up. They're just a couple small ones. And once those are done, we'll get those turn-ins, and then we'll come back here and pick up where we were supposed to pick up.
What you want?
Okay, so here we go, and I'm going to zoom out a little bit so you can get a nice unobstructed view of the flight path. One of the things that I absolutely love about World of Warcraft is the huge open world. As most MMOs are sandboxes, it's definitely one of my favorites. And as with most of the games on my channel, I mean, Skyrim, it's a bit of a sandbox. You can approach it from any angle you want. Same thing with Minecraft. And so this is going to be a lot of the videos on my channel. So, you know, I will put out a couple of polls, or, you know, just ask in the comments below that you know, let me know what you want to see more of, or games that I have not yet played. So just kind of let me know, and we will see what happens. Okay, Araedon Knights, so we're going to come back in for a landing here, and we're going to mount up and run down the mountain. Zoom back in. That's done by the either the home or end keys on your keyboard. They go to preset camera settings, so you can even do, you know, first person for World of Warcraft, which doesn't always work. Some of the character play styles don't really translate too well to first person. Most of it's third person. It's just a little bit easier, and some of the visuals just, you don't necessarily get the same splendor in first person for some reason. Okay, so here we are, back down in Cromgar. Let's take the quest offered by these two guys.
Hurry back!
And because they're not part of the list of quests on stage 1 of this guide, they're not showing up. So even if I do a guide reset here, they're still not showing up. So let's just go get these two done, and we'll come back and go from there. So you'll notice that even though, you know, we're not using the heirloom weapons and armor, we're cutting through these guys pretty quick and easy. With the fully upgraded heirloom gear, you don't actually have to change that piece of equipment until you hit max level. So it makes leveling a lot more efficient, and on top of that, it provides a percentage bonus to the EXP gain from killing mobs, and I believe from turning in quests. Could be wrong, not an expert, I don't have enough time to be. You know, working a full-time job, part-time job, going to school, you know, half-time, and doing this. It's been a lot for me and my family.
Far away.
And so trying to make sure that I keep it all in balance. So I only have a few more of these guys left.
What do you want?
Free a few more of these peons.
Something need doing?
There we go. There's another one.
Me busy. Leave me alone.
Let's head over in this direction. There's an elemental. Let's take care of him. Stabby stabby. So I started working on unlocking the Vulpera and the Mechanome allied races, so maybe I can share a little bit of tips with those, different playstyles, things that might find interesting. Apparently the Vulpera have an ability that I've been suggesting to the devs for the better part of 5 years now, where you can just set up camp somewhere and there you are. And there's a lot of real estate in World of Warcraft. Some of it's fairly easy to get to, some of it's not. And I really enjoyed the garrison. I know I'm probably going to catch a lot of flack for that. Not a lot of people did. But it's not the grindiness of garrison. I really don't care about that because I didn't do it. What I did do though, or what I did like, is how it seemed like
Me not that kind of orc.
this was your place, this was your home and your people, and it made it feel a little more directed, like you were actually a hero. At this point, you know, you're the champion of Azeroth, you're the speaker, you know, along with how many others? I mean, everybody that you see running around. You can kind of pretend that they're the Horde, but just the immersion is just not... I don't know. It didn't seem like this expansion was quite as focused on the player, but how do you do that with an MMO without, you know, a lot of, you know, phasing, zoning, you know, things that instanced play? It's difficult. So the horrific visions are the one part of the whole N'Zoth piece that I didn't mind. I kind of enjoyed it. The gear, it's so based on procs. It's so stupid. Like, you'll be doing, you know, 16k DPS standard, and you'll be fine, and you know you'll have a good gear score, and then just your stuff procs, and all of a sudden you're doing 24k or 32k DPS out of nowhere, and you're wondering why. And you look, and all your stats are just being multiplied, and you're wondering what is going on. RNG. random number generator system that they put into the procs on this stuff is just... I can't support it. I mean... So... I enjoy, you know, leveling my alts. I enjoy collecting mounts. And that's pretty much what I'm relegated to doing at this point in the game, so... you know, it's not the end of the world. I'm still playing World of Warcraft. I so far plan to pick up Shadowlands eventually. But right now, I'm just trying to focus on getting my schoolwork done and figuring out what's next. You know, what I'm going to do next, what my next goals are as far as, you know, World of Warcraft, Minecraft, Skyrim, you know, go from there. So... let's just stealth by most of these guys. Should save us a little bit of time. Okay.
Yo!
Here we go. Let's get some of these turn-ins going.
Glad I could help.
Turn that one in.
Brawlhall.
Turn this one in.
Go forth to
Now
victory.
lead to this quest.
What do you need?
Turn that one in. Now, look at that. It's kind of goofy how sometimes, you know, World of Warcraft just... It would be interesting if there were some way to easily designate, you know, a main quest from a side quest. That way you could tell, at a glance, oh, this one's a primary, this one's, you know, secondary. And you could know which ones to just skip or take. And, yes, it would require, like, maybe some sort of a, you know, coloring scheme, but, that's a little much work for the devs, apparently, so... That's why people created things like, you know, the WoW Pro leveling add-on. There's a bunch of them out there.
Yeah, what do you want? If you ever need any...
Trade Skill Master. Anyway, so now we need to shoot down a bunch of attacking gnome aircraft, so... Sell off some of our junk. Non-essential items. See what our next talents are, next abilities. Let's jump on one of these turrets and shoot down some gnomish pilots. It's going to ask us to shoot down the airplanes and the gnomes that escape. Still a cute little quest. Just keep spamming that one key, man. A few more. And we're done. Okay, now let's go over here and turn that final quest into this guy.
Speak.
There we go. And now it sent us off to where we're supposed to go.
Are the Horde.
So let's sell off some of our stuff, see if we've got any kind of upgrades from the Quartermaster, which we may have one. We'll see. I think we'll go with this one. Oh, yeah, that one. Yeah, let's get that. It's not much of an upgrade, but at this level, you gotta take what you can get. So remember, if you like what you see, drop a like, leave a comment in the description, or comment down below as to what you'd like to see more of. Catch you next time.